What? I believe this is the last one off the record here. We got the last one off the record, so we're gonna get like kind of like a chill one to close it out, or we're just gonna go balls deep, head smacking all in, just rip your head off type energy. I don't know. This one's called Funeral, so either you're gonna die listening to this one at the end of this one, or this one's like an emotional one. We're gonna like go into like an emotional ride on this one, but I don't know. We're just gonna have to wait and see. It's kind of a short one, only like a 250, a little under 3 minutes here, so we're just gonna have to wait and see. But it's the last one off the record of the new Landmarks record, Funeral. Let's get it. We might get an emotional one. Got a little classic piano here.
Shadows hiding in my room, fallen sky and empty moon. No more petals ever bloom for you. Somewhere up there in the sky, someone's holding back the light. The rain is all we got tonight. Things will never be the same. I'll meet you all at my funeral, and this never-ending rain is all I know. I feel the space and hold the pain. My back is right up against the wall, and the lights are slowly fading after all.
This one might be a little classical chill vibe.
Things will never be the same. I'll meet you all at my funeral, and this never-ending rain is all I know. I feel the space and all the pain. My back is right up against the wall, and the lights that slowly fade after all.
Okay. Not what I was expecting, but love me some classic piano though. Especially when it brings out that emotional factor in a song. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, that has been the Landmarks record. The darkest place I've ever been. And let me just say, it's up there. It's up there amongst all the ones that we reacted to previously on over this year, all the other ones that came out. It is up there. It's probably definitely one of the top 5 I probably have heard from this year so far from these guys. Especially since it's the first one I've reacted to from these guys. Let me just say, I'm definitely have to go back to that one because there is some bangers on there that I like. There is some, I just love their energy. I just love their emotion. I love how they kind of do it in a way that no one else does, in my opinion. Like I said, they have the knock loose energy, but they also have the classic metalcore action in there. They got some As I Lay Dying. They got the punky aspects. They got the Linkin Park. They kind of have like a little bit of everything, in my opinion, which I like, man. It makes them stand out. But the overall star here is definitely their tone, because their tone is just so raw. It's so tight. It's so on the high end. It's so crispy. I don't know what they use, but it's so good to hear, man. It's so good on the ears. It just brings out that punkness to them as well. It just amplifies that, but they can also do the deep tones with it. They can do the deep, the doomy vibe tones with it. When they mute the chords, when they do the chugs, they found that sweet spot, man. They definitely found that sweet spot. which they can allows them to do both. But it just sounds so good. It's so crispy. I don't know if they're kind of like doing some like effects on their tone. I don't know if it's distortion. I don't know if it's like, they're upping the tone somehow. I don't know what it is, but no, it just sounds so good, man. It sounds so good, and I just love these guys for that alone, because they just have that unique tone that no one else has. And so when you definitely hear that, you'll definitely know it's a landmark song, let me just say. But what a good album. Not typically the way I would end it, though. I felt like they swapped out this one with the one in the middle. I don't know what the one it was, but it had that choir, it had like the, that amplified, ending to it. That's what I feel like, end of the album should be. It should incorporate everything and then lift everybody up. And after, especially when the choir was going on in the background, it has a good way to end an album. It's like the theatrical, it's like the climax of the album. It's like a good ending piece to end on the album. But that's just me. People can end the album, hard. They can end it, clean in a way. But to me personally, I feel like when you end an album, it needs to have that, wow. It needs to have everything that made the album, leading up to that point, But that's just my opinion either way. But like I said, probably one of the top 5 albums this year so far, ladies and gentlemen. If you guys have any more landmark albums that I haven't reacted to, be sure to let me know if anyone sounds similar to this one. I might have to go check those ones out as well. Might have to go check those ones out, because these guys are probably one of my favorite ones to react to on this channel as well. So I'm very glad that I've found these guys, because if it wasn't for this channel, I probably wouldn't have known these guys existed. So I liked hearing you guys reacting to and recommending me all these new bands to listen to that I wouldn't normally go out of my way to listen to, especially on the European side of things. I don't really get so much news about European metalcore bands, because amongst the mainstream ones. But but I like you guys when you recommend me new bands. They couldn't come out to be one of my favorite ones to listen to. So yeah, so that has been the Landmarks newest released album, ladies and gentlemen. Bye.